Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Dragon Quest X. Let's play Dragon Quest X, to be precise. And today we're going to do something very, very special for our 200th episode. Just letting the girls know, episode 200. And what we wanted to do today was basically welcome everyone to the wonderful world of Dragon Quest X. So for new viewers, this is a video for you, because 200 episodes in, obviously that's a lot of content to watch. And I wanted to introduce everyone to this. So the lady to my left, I'm the one that's dancing around on the right, the far right. In the middle is Cranberry, and on the left is our friend Maymay. She's actually in Japan. And honestly, no, I never imagined this would happen. And I couldn't be more pleased. So, for those that don't know, I actually lost my account, and we had to restart. And Cranberry, Maymay, and the Dragon Quest community all came together to basically help me out. And this was just a few episodes ago, and it was really heartbreaking. Not heartbreaking, but touching. It was heartbreaking losing the character. So again, today is not going to be a very exciting video for the three of us, but it should be a very exciting video to you. So what I wanted to show you today was just everything that's possible in Dragon Quest X. And it's impossible for me to show you literally everything, but we're going to show you... Here, we're going to show you all the wonderful world of DQ10. And you see what Cranberry just did? There are so many gestures, and this is classic Dragon Quest at its finest. It was introduced in Dragon Quest IX, like the gesture system, and it was really expanded upon in Dragon Quest X. You have access to a home. I mean, look at this. This was done by Maymay, and others contributed to it. Just look at how amazing this is. So you have all these different statues. You have different different enemies all around which act as statues. I want to go in the house to show you what it's actually like. I'm going to give a quick tour of the home. So you can actually go and build your own house, and they're completely different, okay? They really are. Take a look at this. So this was done, Maymay made this beautiful, like, just look at this. Look at this. Is this not sick or what? With all different characters from the game, of course, there's Cran's daughter. It's incredible what you can actually do in this particular game. And this is what I just wanted to show you today as a celebration video, was what is possible in this game. Now it's your turn, Cran. Then Maymay time. So essentially, this is one element that I want to show you. So I just want to show you guys their homes, okay? And then we're going to go on a world tour, and we're going to go around, and I'm going to show you some of the different cities. I really want to show the scope of Dragon Quest X. All right. Oops. All right. I don't remember which one it is. It's the yellow one. You have 7 yellow ones. Probably this. Bottom of page 1, yeah. Oh, by the way, you saw that there's like little pets that you have. And of course, we will get in combat, and I'll show you combat. And I know for long-time viewers, this is something that obviously, like, you've all experienced before. So she has a giant slime. I love things like this. Aw. Like, I love that you have all these characters, you have all this. This is sick, man. So here is her humble home. It's a slime mansion of doom. This is great. Father? Yeah. That's crazy. So you see, you can basically do so many different things, right? There's so much stuff, and this is, I'm just showing you the homes. And of course you can look at the characters, you design all these avatars, you have access to, you know, all this different gear and stuff. And I hope you guys like this idea for the 200th episode. I really wanted to showcase why we love this game so much. I don't remember where hers is. Alright. Yeah, hers is right in front of, like, right beside mine, actually. That's why she did that. And so we've met Japanese players like Maymay. I've got my good buddy Cran, who met through YouTube, and it's just like she's introduced me to so many people. So here we go. We have the yellow submarine. Maymay is just unbelievable. Isn't this incredible? Isn't this incredible? Like the automated welcome and enjoy garden and house. This is amazing. Like she's the like crazy one in a good way. Like Maymay is it's incredible. And that's the thing with this particular game that I love so much, and the series that I love so much, is that look at this. This is great. This is great. I love this. This is amazing. The little fishy. And the little cat trying to get the fish. Oh, this is great. So it's these little subtle details that really do it. Oh, here it is. Oh, she hasn't gone totally bonkers yet. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Treasure just that. This is awesome. I love this. And so this is the game. So now So what we'll do is we'll go to a few cities, and we might as well just go to the. We'll start here. So this is the Weddy area. So this is one of the races, and there are, I believe, 5 races in the original game. I think. We can just jump off here. You even have an auto run feature, which was added to Dragon Quest XI as well. I think it's in the PS4 version, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while since I played 11. You guys played it last year, and I played it the year before. So yeah, it's been a while. Oh, I should have shown you that. Little cinematics to like connect the different villages and stuff like that. So here it is. So this is one of the main cities for the Weddy, and you just have to look. These are the Weddy that you see right here. I think that's how you pronounce them. And so we'll just go around. I'm just gonna show you very quickly. It's a beautiful one. It's got a beautiful beachfront area here, which is awesome. There's a train that connects the different cities together, which is really cool. And right now, we're playing this, it's basically like super late. So that's why you're not going to see many players around. Right there, you have a bar. Bars are very useful for, there's like a monster range type thing where you can level up monsters that you can join your parties. But you can also change your classes. And there's quite a few different classes in this game. There is a robust class system that works very much like it did in Dragon Quest IX. You have an inn over there, which is really useful. You have a bank, that's to drop off different items and things like that. And then there's a crafting system where you could actually select different crafting abilities. So for example, I'm going to go down here and I'll show you really quickly. You have things like blacksmithing. You have, see, right here you have a dude just going around doing his thing. I forget which one this one is. It's herbalist, or I forget what that one is. But yeah, so there's gemming down below here. There's tons and tons and tons of stuff. Okay. You also have access to. I'm gonna go to Glen really quickly. I only have this one, eh? Okay, I'll show Glen. So this is the ogre area, and that's what my character is. And so I'm actually not in the usual spot. Usually you teleport upwards, like if you look on the map here. And yes, there are maps. There's a lot of quality of life items that have been added to the game. And those things are basically, like, you'll see the purple exclamation marks. Those sorts of things are showing you, you know, different side quests and stuff like that. And there's tons. You still have access to a log here. It shows you which quests you have active, which ones you've completed, things like that. Of course, it's all in Japanese. But I've come to the realization now that this game is never coming to North America. So I really wanted to highlight sort of what made this game special. And right now, I know you're like, okay, well, it's like an open world Dragon Quest game, and that's exactly what it is. You'll notice that top left icon, I have a mail icon, and that's because there's mail. You can send notes to people, all kinds of crazy stuff. So they're doing their thing over there. You even have access, and this is what I want to show you really quickly, to a bazaar. It works like an auction house, and you can buy and sell items and go wacky over there. When you're first starting the game, you have access to an armor shop, a weapon shop. And this is really good for the early levels before you sort of get a feel for how the bazaar works and purchasing different things. So I just want to show you the oh no, this isn't, no, that's not gonna work. That's not the train, that's a house. We gonna do the whole circle? Nah, there's no point in doing a circle. So I'm just gonna take you up to see the king, and then we'll go to some of the more silly cities. And then we'll take you around and show you what the actual world's like. And you have all kinds of different vehicles that you can use in order to travel around. You even have a dragon, which is really cool, that you can fly around in. There's really so much stuff. So I just want to take you up here really quickly and show you. This is really useful, I hope, for introducing players to the wonderful world of Dragon Quest X. That's really what we wanted to showcase for our 200th episode. We never imagined we would get to 200 episodes for real. So just want to really quickly show you what this is like. And then we'll be on our way. We'll go to the Pocaripo areas. We can go to the dwarf area and the elf area. And then we'll just go around, fight a few guys. So this is it. This is one of the main castles of the game. This is if you're a blacksmith, like my old character was, probably this one too. You can just go and make weapons here, make armor, make all kinds of crap. And there's daily quests that you can use. Just amazing stuff like that. Okay, so now I'll show the other cities. Let's say that. Yeah, this place, it sure does. When I first started, this was like one of the first things that I did. I was doing weekly quests. Because if you go to this dude up here, for example, you can tackle weekly quests or daily quests. Actually, I don't remember if they're daily or weekly. And this guy assigns you different different quests, okay? Just to make like different items. And then you can sell those items back and level up this particular crafting skill to make some legendary weapons, which is awesome. There's also a lot of story related content here. But for the sake of this video, just wanted to basically have a trip down memory lane with you and really highlight what makes this game special and show you these different cities and different areas. And then next week we'll continue on where we left off in the previous episode, which is basically we're in version 3 now, heading towards the end of version 3. Currently there's 4 versions in the game, with a 5th one probably coming out later this year, which will be very interesting actually. So we're gonna go to our Mega Stone of Doom, and we're just gonna go to the main village. And I didn't tell them where I was going, but they could see it, that's true. So here's another one. Okay. This is a... Oh, I went to the small village. No, that's not the big one. Hold on. Is it this one? This is too small. I haven't done this in forever. I haven't gone to all the different villages and stuff like that in forever. Okay, it's obviously... Sorry about this. I think it was this, actually. It's either that one or the one above. Okay, yeah, so here we go. This is one city that I can show you guys. You'll see there's teleporters and stuff like that. We'll just go straight ahead. There's a lot of different areas in this game. Tons and tons and tons and tons. This is actually like a gargantuan city. This isn't even like where I was thinking of taking you guys. But I wanted to just show you, like I say, I just really want to show you what is possible. This is a dwarf city. Well, I saw a dwarf. I don't know if it's all dwarves. Let's find out. I think so. Yeah, there's another one. Okay, yeah. This is not exactly what I was thinking of. So it's probably the other one. But you see how huge everything is? And I know that to some people they're going to say, oh yeah, but the graphics or the, you know, this or that or whatever. But the reality is that this is a very, very old game now. This is not a, you know, this came out, my God, on the Wii. It was originally a Wii game and, you know, was ported over to basically all the main platforms. Where are we going? Let's go back. But you can see that every city basically repeats itself, right? Like in terms of the fact that you have a, you know, there's a post office, you have a church. Church is still the same idea. You know, you can save there if you want, although you don't need to because it's an MMO, so you can basically log off and go anywhere you really want. Okay, so let's try this one last time, because I'm pretty sure it's where I think it is. Yeah, I did that one. Let's see. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Let's see. Where in the heck is it? I'm gonna ask. Where's the... Is it the last one? Third. You kidding me? The only one I didn't do. That's hilarious. So, even that, okay, that megastone that you saw me going through, I've been zipping around everywhere. Here we go. This is what I wanted to show you. So this is the main area for the dwarfs. Now, there's some really cool stuff here. And you notice that you get more and more people, right? Like, you'll notice that there's more and more people. These are all real players. When you see the blue. Every time you go to one of these areas, one of these main villages, you're gonna see more and more and more folks. Because, well, that just makes sense, right? Like, these are not starting areas, but these are like main villages that all the different races have. Now, you can go to characters like this if you want to change your vehicles. So I can go ahead and do this right now. See, this is the current vehicle I'm having. I could change things if I wanted to, which I'm not going to. See, you can do all kinds of crazy stuff, but I'm not going to. I like this one. You can change your vehicle, but I really like that one, so I'm going to keep that one. That's your standard one, by the way. So anyway, yeah. So each village has something that's unique. This is Cranberry. Cranberry is always unique. All right. So yeah, I mean, this is it. There's a lot of story-related stuff with this junk pile over here. So this is the dwarf area. Okay, where is the elf village? Then we will end with Bacarito. Whoops. Right. So it seems to be always the third. Okay. But I'll do that with the Pacaripo, and I'm sure it's going to be different. It won't work. All right. So this is the elf area. See, someone waiting, players running around. This is a beautiful one. I really like this one. This one's really nice. Like, I like the design of it. Personally, I started in Glen. I spent so much time in Glen. It was crazy. But I really like this one. It feels like rustic, you know? Like I really, really like this one. And you'll see, if you look at the map there on the left, you'll see that there's different... You got different icons all over the place, and that's because these things are different, like different item stores, different crafting things, all stuff like that. I really like this one. This is a beautiful one. And most of them, like I said, are very similar in terms of what features are there, but each town has its own sort of thing. Like with the dwarfs with the ability to change your vehicle. Look at the auction house there. But you also have the... Why do I keep doing that? All right, let's see if I'm right. But yeah, each one has a different sort of feel, different aesthetic, but they mostly have the same sort of idea. Yeah, here it is. So here it is. This is the Pokeripo. That's what Maymay is. And if you look around, these are the cutest little things. This is a really unique design, a really unique layout. Like, but again, same idea, right? They all have churches, they all have post offices and, you know, basic weapon shops for when you first start out, because these are pretty much where you're going to spend the bulk of your time when you're first playing. These are some of the best characters in the game. They're so utterly unique. Where am I going? Straight down. And you notice it's all like cute and funny. It's hilarious. It's just hilarious, and these characters are the best. They really are. Maymay picked like the ultimate character here. And you'll have some diversity, right? Like you see an orc there. And so that's that. Look how unique this is. So that's all the main cities. See, now we will let Cran show us the world. Cranberry is stop working. She's the best. Like, she's got so many of these gestures, because you get them from everything from magazines to special events to you name it. Okay, so now here we go. This is the actual world. So this is the main overworld, and this is where you'll spend so much time. Ooh. Can I jump on that? No. All right. And here it is. This is the basic open world that you have of the game. You still have access to a map and showing you, like, you know, where we gotta go, what do we gotta do. You'll notice that on this map, you've got like something that's highlighted, right? That little thing. That's basically for a quest that we have active. Hey, look at the pig hut. Pig hut. Slimes. Yes, you see your enemies on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, for those that are new to the series. And when you initiate combat, it is classic Dragon Quest, meaning that it is indeed turn-based. Although the turns are more like live action, right? So in other words, like you'll attack, you have to wait to attack again. However, it's all text-based. However, you don't have to. Okay, so see the way combat works. We're purposely like this is an enemy where if we even attack it, it's gonna die like instantaneous. If like, we just want to show you really quickly. Do you see here the line? That's basically if you want to run away, that's how it works. And this is it. Then you have your epic storyline that you follow, and away you go. I absolutely love the design of this game. I think it's honestly, I think this is one of the greatest games they've ever released. It's the best Dragon Quest ever in terms of just sheer content. Like, it never ends. Oh, cool. What's that? Oh, nice. Megastone Last Purple. Okay. There's so many beautiful areas, so many things to see and explore, and they've tied in other Dragon Quest games into it. Just all around, just an incredible experience. It really, really is. This is one of our earliest adventures. I remember this. With the turtles, yeah, these big turtle-ish type creatures of doom. So you see, you have access to special moves if you want. You can do all kinds of crazy stuff. Oh, these guys are still actually strong. So this is the way it works. They're pretty strong. I'll pick another move for you if I get a turn. There you go. Getting scrolls, getting all kinds of stuff. But you can check out the, like, look at the scenery. This is what I like. This is a little barren, this particular one, but there's so many things to see, so many things to do, so many events, and we've been doing this for 200 episodes now. We have been going out in this world, this wonderful world, just exploring and having fun and seeing what other adventures await us. And it's been an amazing, amazing experience. One that hopefully we can continue for another, you know, years. Years and years and years. Another, like, 5 years. Sure. Do we have a stone set? Ah, perfect. Okay, so this is the other thing that rocks, is that you can have different vehicles that can accommodate multiple people. So they introduced that a short time ago, actually, where you had like cars and stuff like that. They started with 2 players that, you know, 2 players could join together on a mount or a vehicle. And then they expanded that to 4 players. So like this one is really wild. You can have the whole team just go around. See, here's another one like that we can go. You can talk to that person and you'll get a, I think, is that vehicle too? It might be. So here's a castle. This is the Princess's Castle of Doom. I actually have action figures of her. Yeah, yeah, I agree. This is probably the single most important town. And you'll see a lot of players here because there's a lot of different things that stem from this particular village, story related, plus also events and stuff where you have to access them through different portals that are activated through this town. This is definitely an important town. This is really an amazing game. So we're gonna go visit the princess. And I always forget her name. Look at that. See, it's just how you pronounce that. Anlucia or Anlucia? I'm not sure. But I have a figure of her, like I said. I have lots of Dragon Quest figures, actually. Have all of them. Started back with Dragon Quest 8, actually. Purchased those back in the day. I forget if those were actually from Play Arts. I know today they are. And Square-Enix is being brutal with Dragon Quest 11. They're releasing like one every couple of months. So only right now, only the hero is available. But they have Camus is on pre-order, and Veronica is also on pre-order, and I think Little Red is coming up. And I'm sorry with the names because I experienced the game twice, actually no, 3 times now in Japanese. So I don't even know the American names. Dun, 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 dun. I think they call Camus Eric here. I think. I don't know why they do that. It's just like Angelo. Angelo is not Angelo in Dragon Quest 8. It's Kukul. I wonder where she could be. So this is the legendary princess. My lord, I can't tell you how many times we have come down here. Sure. Because she's in there. And this always like... Oh, they did it for me. Okay, they booted me. Ha! Nice. No, wait. Where is she? Is she in the, is she in a portal? Whoops. Oh. She's not in the room. I wanted to show you what she looks like. Okay, well, never mind. That's okay. She is a blonde warrior princess. I have to find it. Huh? That's weird. This is key items. What The hell? Okay, whoa. That's weird. No, it's right here. These are your key items. What the hell is this? Well, this is new. It is a 2 kanji thing. You see, like this? What did she just say? Yeah. Yeah. Oh. They changed the color. Interesting, so they changed the color. Those key items used to always be yellow. That's why I was lost. And here's the Dragon of Doom. Here, I'll just go stationary so you can actually see the little guy. So here he is. Look at that goofball. So cute. So the way this works is pretty much like you have free reign, right? You can move, and the little icon is basically just telling you, like, where would you like to land, type of deal. So you can fly around all over the place. There's key item, not items, but, well, yeah, key items that you can only get through having access to the dragon. There's the Tower of Never-Ending Infinity. This was a good idea, Cran. And so long as you aim it, right? Like, you can just land. As long as you see the B icon there, you're fine. This is great. Yeah, this was a good idea. To show people what you can do. See, here's another little village, right? And you can open up the world map and take a look, and you'll see, obviously, it's much higher levels. But these are all areas that we have spent hours and hours and hours and hours exploring. They never really introduced this at the ground level. It was much more for a mode of transportation to get, more for like story. There's just so much stuff, yeah. Yeah, there's so much stuff that's happened. Yeah, we've had so much stuff happen, man. Personal life, plus, you know, in-game stuff. It's crazy. And it's still got tons of stuff going on in personal life and in-game. It's one of these things. But it's crazy because you can go back through the 200 episodes and you can actually sort of see how we've grown. And it's pretty amazing. It's truly amazing. So this is very similar to that of what was introduced in 11 as well, where you have like an auto flying sort of thing where you can just pause for a second, keep going, and same idea where you have sort of like some sort of icon to tell you where you can land. in the 3DS version of Dragon Quest XI. It's a little bit different because you can actually land just about anywhere. There you go. So now I'm just going to follow her. Wherever she goes, I'm going to follow her. See, this is something else that you can do. Is that you can, like, automatically follow friends and stuff like that. So if you just want to, like, you know, say answer a phone call, just put it to auto-follow. And you're good to go. I still can't believe 200 episodes. 200 episode is nuts. So this was an in-game story essentially that developed, that basically this person that we're about to see is Cranberry's daughter of Doom. And yes, we've had many episodes of Doom, where there was this of Doom, that of Doom, the stick of Doom. And here we are. And this is glorious Cranberry's daughter. All up here, sitting here, just chilling. Never did make a figure of this character. There she is. Perfect. No, hold on. It's hard to get just right because of the table. There we go. Yeah. Lil Shudder, or Lil Shudder. Hard to pronounce these things. That's a great shot, actually. So, yeah, unfortunately, they haven't released very many figures for Dragon Quest X, and I don't know why that is. There's actually only a few. Yep, my part's done now. I wanted to show you guys whatever you wanted, whatever they want to show you, we shall now do. But I love reminiscing about this now, and it's crazy to think that, you know, they even incorporated Dragon Quest XI into this slightly. I mean, they brought in Sylvia, which was kind of cool. And I am so used to playing these in Japanese now that, you know, I just finished Dragon Quest Builders 2, actually. I'm in the post-game right now, which is basically on Vacant Island. You have to greatly expand the island. See, for teleporting to different areas, the easiest thing is the way she does it. Is you do this, and that way when she teleports, we all teleport. That's just the easiest way. That way she doesn't have to explain, like, oh, take this stone and that stone and whatever. The amount of hours Crown has put into this is probably in somewhere in the ballpark of, like, I don't know, 30,000 hours or something like that. Like, this is her main game that she plays. So she knows this very well. It's very much like with Dragon Quest XI, when I was really playing Dragon Quest XI like every day for, you know, a good chunk of the day, well, night, you learn it all. You can drive. Where? Okay. Southern exit. Oh boy, yeah, okay, so we're going far. Is Maymay here? There you are. Yeah, this mount is nostalgic because when they introduced this, that we could ride together, this was such a big deal for us because I was experiencing lag warp like crazy. Yeah, I was on a well, it's called Kick-Ass Torrents, and not Kick-Ass Torrents. It was something like that, though. It was something like that, like Hide My Ass or something like, I forget, something like that. It was some weird name. You gotta love this, no? Like, the incentive to explore is just massive, and the fact that you play with friends, and you can rent AI characters, by the way. You don't have to play with others, although when you get into the new content, it's sort of, you know... Boost icon on screen? No. Nope. They've changed so much. Even our avatar pictures on the right-hand side of the screen are completely different than they used to be. Okay, so this is where we're going? There's so many quests too. And that's still very much prevalent. That's still in Dragon Quest XI, that the quest system. I was surprised that they got rid of tension, to be honest. That I was very surprised with. And they replaced it with the in the zone thing. Here we go. Oh, okay, I know. Yeah. So this is actually the starting area of the whole game. Are you kidding me? This is hilarious. So this is actually the beginning of the entire game. This is where the quest starts. And yeah, everyone's running away from us because these are all like level 2, level 5 sort of character. No, maybe not even. Maybe like level 2, level 3, something like that. This is where it all began. Many, many, many years ago. I remember importing a Wii for this, then a Wii U, but it was just so cumbersome to do the workaround. But then when they introduced the PC version, well, let me tell you, that's when everything changed. But given how much fun I've had with this, and just the series as a whole, I don't think I will ever wait again. Like, I'll just pick up whatever it's for. Like, if they come up with, say, Dragon Quest 13 or 14 or whatever it is that will be an online MMO again, I will most likely just pick up that system. Although, I think they would release it on PC now the same day. Yeah, this was it. This was the offline tutorial section. And here we go. You're about to see the starting village. This is where the whole game began. And here we are. Doesn't it look wonderful? Yeah, it's because the village is constantly in a state of flux. So because of where I am in the story, this is not, like, it hasn't all been rebuilt and stuff like that. That too is like Dragon Quest XI, except Dragon Quest XI is different. You rebuild the village yourself through a series of side quests. There's something magical here, or at least there was. But this is actually the starting area of the game. This is where the whole thing began. Obviously, it would have been much more lively, people all over the place. But due to story-related events, it's obviously not the case anymore. But that's why it's sort of like a... I forget what the term is for that. Yeah, I don't remember what the term is, but there's a specific term for it, like an instance, I think is what it's called. Well, there's not really much else I can show you around here. But this was the original thing. This would have all been lively. There would have been people all over the place. This all would have been water. Would have been a beautiful little starting area, and it really was. It really, really was. That led to the beginning of this incredible journey. Okay, so... so many memories. I have so many memories of this. You know what? Right here. It's perfect. This is absolutely perfect. So we're going to end this celebration video right here. And I'm going to dance like a fool because this is what I do. I'm just outside. It's a little bit heart warming, you know? It's like this is where it all started. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed our 200th special episode to 200 more. So thank you all so much, and as I always end off by saying, we will see you next week with another episode of Let's Play Dragon Quest X, where we will continue our adventure from last week's episode. This week was sort of just a little stopgap, just really wanted to show you guys what Dragon Quest X is all about and why it's so special to us. Thank you all for watching. Have an amazing week.